Attorney General is discouraging county prosecutors from moving forward with marijuana cases. David Winter joins us now to answer the question, why? David, good evening.
Good evening, Kyle. It's all about Ohio's new hemp law that the governor signed just last week. Ohio became the 47th state in the country to legalize the growing, selling, and processing of hemp used for things like making clothing and extracting that CBD oil for its health benefits. So if 46 other states can legalize hemp and not have a problem prosecuting marijuana cases, what's the problem here? On this Kentucky farm, it's all hemp, where it used to be all tobacco.
Tobacco's going downhill pretty significantly, and everybody in Kentucky's looking for something. So hopefully this can be an answer.
There are now 1,000 farmers in Kentucky who can legally grow hemp, up from 200 last year. Hemp looks and smells just like marijuana, but it has less than 0.3% THC content, the chemical that makes you high. Marijuana has more than 0.3%.
Now we have to be able to distinguish the difference between hemp and marijuana. That is not possible for a human being to do. It has to be done through a crime analysis.
The head of Ohio's police union says if officers can't tell the difference, how can they make an arrest? And Ohio's attorney general says there are no labs in Ohio accredited to test amounts of THC content, including the state's crime lab. So he sent a letter to Ohio prosecutors saying the Bureau of Criminal Investigations is in early stages of validating methods to meet this new legal requirement, something they say may take several months. In the meantime, BCI is recommending prosecutors suspend identification of marijuana testing and do not indict any cannabis-related items.
It appears to me that it was probably a jab at the legislature for not providing the funding necessary to get the right equipment so that you can do your job.
Back in Kentucky, the Gallatin County prosecutor says he doesn't have a problem enforcing the law. While there is a lab in Kentucky that can quantitatively measure THC, the backlog is huge. He says he just has to be patient, which is what Hamilton County's prosecutor says he's going to do. Joe Dieters countered the AG's letter with his own, telling law enforcement the statute of limitations on felony marijuana charges is 6 years, so we have plenty of time. Officers should be instructed to investigate these crimes as before. Only the testing and charging will have to wait. Suspected marijuana should be confiscated and held for testing. Well, the Attorney General's office sent me an email this afternoon saying that new instruments were placed in the Richfield lab last week and will be unboxed in the London lab this week, and they are currently in the process of validating those instruments. Kyle, Cami.
All right, David, thank you so much. The Columbus City Attorney says not only will his office not prosecute misdemeanor pot cases, but he's also dropping any pending cases.